Ye ko chama Wontumi ene ne lawyer esense me bring nipa dodo na adwen ne say sa lawyer we say this is the first timer we betray chama Wontumi. No, this is actually the second timer lawyer betray the client chama Wontumi. Somewhere in June 2025, or betray chama Wontumi and withdraw the services from chama Wontumi. And in May 2026, and so why exactly the same thing? Now the level of trust na you move be woman sa lawyer we na say oyama I don't know I reduce it. That is the honest truth. Rikus anamebwa. To we kwamla what me adwen because lawyer ni an wodo client e co face issue na ebedu ba bi our client ni here obi an wo say matwem ho bi an sa lawyer ni no be sira oni ni di agora hwe ni yiye yenko eno an ebeto dwa se chama Wontumi lawyer say on the 3rd of next month na eba bi bu asem no ono wa yini services every lawyer chama Wontumi onti enya de a obekobiem enti onya sa opportunities lawyer na be kasa asem na kire Ghana for it took people by surprise okoka the first interview no oye no oni obi show so e na oka sa asem no e na oni 1957 so esan ekoto aso ho na me pese wutie abra okosia obi no ensem potin a lawyer yi e kan me so say e bia watibi but credit to Asempa ti ensem potin okan and let's build the case from there na me ba be kire NPP lawyer panyina o sisa lawyer ni we ogini dia enye
I can make picture say ube back court no abehwe proceedings na ekoso no. In those cases, I can share with you the record of proceedings in the cases. But Nkrophobia Bontin, can some referring to more, but can we honestly convict on the records? Now, I know the ATV call anymore.
Fortunately, the record is what is before the judge.
Yes.
If the judge will not be minded.
I always cry that I pray that the court is a court.
Yeah.
That is my prayer. The only prayer that I do, they say, let us see a court making a pronouncement based on evidence.
Yeah. The evidence before the
court.
And not what is
outside the court. And not at the whims of somebody who is outside the court. Now you here, a bayer, where you miss my, I hear the Bibaya,
yeah. In the for Samurai boy, the end of the year, we are all waiting for July 3rd. Our court yes.
I have filed a motion.
What file a motion?
I filed a motion.
To arrest the judgment?
Not to arrest the judgment. I don't have that power.
Okay.
I have filed a motion to withdraw from the case. Withdrawal from the case, I have cited my reasons.
Who is withdrawing from that case?
Myself as
a lawyer.
As lawyer.
Who withdraw from?
I'm withdrawing my legal services.
Case
in the case.
Yes. Why we are judged, then
yes. At any point.
I know.
I have a right.
What reason here then?
My reasons are in the affidavit. And we will take that motion on Monday, so I will not discuss it. But I have cried in the affidavit that as a lawyer, what I feel doing about the case like that. Now, I know the prayer, no, and if cry, no, then, you know, for all of us as persons in the legal fraternity, then what do you feel?
No, withdraws is here because of what you think would happen on July 3rd.
Not what you think will happen. Anything, because I pray that the court should be a court. Now, your decision, then I will come and I'll comment on the decision. But before then, I'll sound this warning. Someone might have any penny because you have any penny more. It stays with us, and it will also we will be confronted with it in course of our time.
FM.
And I will be, Ochana will be for. Injustice to anybody is injustice to you.
To everyone, I agree. But lawyer, why would you do a case? You go through all the initial stages and go through trial. Judge, I'm not data or then a judgment. Now I withdraw. I file application to withdraw.
My lawyer, I check
yes.
My share proceedings are
okay.
Anything except me who sent to be a free abontia. I smell it. And if some cases near my days of proceedings. Was it name was it notwithstanding?
There was over.
Or chebra or chep at day.
Okay.
And no one case here in Ghana.
That's a summer boy case. They say somebody was shepherding the case. Giddy.
Just a giddy. I say, we need to make me. So, what's
and
then me another case was a cry. We case no 2:00 court.
Really?
I'm telling you.
That's what the judge was doing.
We are going to talk about this now. Bar Association. I'm going to petition the Bar Association also. Say Bar Association, can we sit and let this go on in Ghana?
Tio, Obi baby sana question bi ha. Lawyer ni a wo di asem wo court, high court. Judge no enya under Bar Association. Osi ono kwa petition Ghana Bar Association. Na Obi bisa a very intelligent question bi ewa ha. Epacho tie question Obi baby sa papa no. Any answer or the bema ube hu se papa no so ye no kwafo a ube hu.
And do we want to turn our courts into persons, institutions?
Yeah, but the Bar Association may not have jurisdiction over the judge.
No, but indeed, Bar Association can speak about it.
Okay,
me,
you want them
to
speak about it.
Me and me say,
yes.
I'm speaking my mind. And I want whoever wants evidence to confront me, and I'll show him the evidence.
But if that was the conduct of the judge, I don't know, I won't petition Chief Justice, Mom.
Well,
So what problem with the judge, a Chief Justice, or petition? No? When you tell the people of Ghana, say Ghana Bar Association a part of NPP, or no munjini, once the lawyer may confirm it. And then no lawyer near will go through all the trial in judgment MI. What preempted the judgment in beba? Unim the outcome of the judgment beba. Etinana biene say okwa kogu court no animase e radio so. And surprisingly Wontumi call Obi show so last week and an lawyer so akwa kotwa so. So why are they all going to Obi's show? But how they Obi expose lawyer no more? We are mechira o niema bia e behind the scene.
Okay.
The other option is that I'm withdrawing and stating the reasons why I'm withdrawing.
Why you are withdrawing
I'm going before the same judge to state my reasons of resigning before her.
From the case.
Before
judge.
Yes.
Even before the judgment, Bebano.
Yes.
Who withdraw from the case.
State me reasons of withdrawing before her.
And your client is aware some person will withdraw.
Yes, but my country.
And none reaction here.
And I'm home. Obi, me one person. You Obi boni na mitiwa na me I don't like it. Say you be boni na mitiho.
In this case, why any boni?
Okay. Generally.
Okay.
Obi misuso and I'm sanity. We am boni a we deme obi. Se minya unye obi ana minya kwai. Because I think that is a way to also teach you to learn. And to be boni be careful because it will be before you. But I'm withdrawing. I'm going to state my reasons for withdrawing.
In court?
Yes, in court. Monday,
I will be there. Monday.
And become a give
No.
Well, lawyer ni no person chere say. Or no as a lawyer no. Or can again. Enti or no the personal thing says obi ye obi boni no who ye no boni a we dey a the beche wo. On fan sorry. Into no lawyer ni dey say the nyamra na o ka. But rather than he thinks a personal thing on Walker. Lawyer near will go through the entire trial. No. But only maybe under order 75 of Ghana's High Court Civil Procedure Rule, no, if it is CI 47, no. Lawyer ni who right there, who pull it off. Will not be any problem. Client who will write on to cast a lawyer new we say, Mr. Ben Peno. And what is going to happen now? And they say, see a lawyer we are filing Monday court better na so. Now, say court, it's a court, and you to me, only services in that means, as a chairman, Wontumi will have to go and hire a new lawyer, meaning a technical, or more pese, or more delay, near mana ebe kosono. But Attorney General, Attorney General, so I can say debi, or Montiasie, Emma was a lawyer, we say no, on Chung, free assembly, as I say, baby assembly, ye dear Druno, and Yasema. Ye ka say bibibi koso enti lawyer ni no ese atwe ne ho anase ese ye ni sei wo de yenko ne ne lawyer amaleba enkodi nkomamisa ne say e de opportunity na onu fi say sa lawyer ni we pese otwe ne ho o de answer na me wi a yenyina be show.
Understanding is different from what the law says, so I'll come to my understanding. But the law is that order 75 allows for this to happen. Order 75 of CI 47 allows for withdrawal of representation. And when you look at Order 75, the heading is what I have just said, withdrawal of representation. So it requires you to file a motion accompanied by an affidavit stating the reasons why you want to withdraw. I've actually done that in the Jachikosi case. Now, if the application is heard and granted, then he ceases to be the lawyer for the accused person. But as we speak today, and on the day of moving the motion, he's still the lawyer for the accused person. Now, what would this do to the case? You just indicated that he's supposed to file written addresses or closing addresses. What it will mean is that, and that's on the 17th. 17th is when they file the case.
Yes, 17th of June.
Then
yes.
when is his application slated for?
Monday. This Monday, coming Monday.
Not 7th, which is Monday is what? I want the dates
Monday
because it's
should
important.
be around 15th.
Okay.
Monday should be 15th.
Good. So what it means is that if the application is granted, he ceases to be the lawyer, so he will not be the lawyer to file.
Within 2 days.
Yes, I'm saying, listen to me again. If the application is granted on the 15th,
Okay, yes.
he ceases to be a lawyer, he has nothing to do with the case again. From that day, he's not the one to write the address. I'm telling you this.
So it will mean that Chairman Wontumi would have to get a lawyer.
So now, the court will now have to give Chairman Wontumi an opportunity to get a lawyer. They may say within 2 weeks or within 1 week. It is that lawyer who will now come to court for now a new date for him to also file. He will not be bound by the 17th. That's what I want to tell you. Everything will now shift.
And that new lawyer, I mean, if you are a new lawyer walking into it, you also have to study the material.
So
the
that's where
charge
the bargaining
sheets,
will come. Will come
the
to
record of proceedings, everything.
That's where the bargaining will come, and that's where. And we're not talking about the bargaining, it's plea bargaining. No, forget. I want to say bargaining. These are my own words. That is where the new lawyer will go to court, and the judge will say, "New counsel file on the 20th." Oh no, my lord, this is too
early.
Too early, and I have other cases. So my lord, can we do it this way? That's where that one too will come. So I'm just telling you practically what happened in court on that day. If my only worry is the reasons he has given, the emotional imbalance, and psychological trauma. I don't know, but whether that is a good enough reason for you to want to withdraw from a case. You are not alleging bias against the judge like I did in the Jachikosi case. You are not alleging that your fees have not been paid. You are not alleging that the client is misconducting himself, like, what is his name, Wontumi, is misconducting himself before you. But to say psychological trauma, you lost cases, they rule against you, you rule against you, you lost. Then if that were the case, to be honest with you, Chachi Chikata would have stopped practicing. Look at the Supreme Court. Every motion he brought, these are people he even taught. You remember that? People who taught on every motion he brought, they cut it to size. So I don't think that for me is a good enough reason for him to want to withdraw from the case. But let's see what the court says. And if it is granted, I have already told you what will happen. It will mean that the judgment cannot be given on the 3rd July.
I mean, you said your reason is not backed by the law. What was the other? That you've not given me that reason yet.
Well, I see all these as delay tactics. That is what I wanted to tell you. It's all delay tactics on the side of Wontumi and his lawyers to slow down the process. And who knows whether they are back. I've heard people, I've heard somebody, one of the MPP guys said that their elders are going to see Mahama. In this country, don't forget that we have other non-legal factors. You see, there are non-legal factors. Who knows? If a Malam says that, the delay kakra na my be na who knows. There are also non-legal factors. So me, I don't know.
So what I say, lawyer Amaleba say, a delay tactics and a lawyer we in Wontumi. But he has heard say, now no make this particular show say, Mate say NPP for say person who President John Dramani Mama say ne beya be judge Wontumi assembly di. But MDC panyi for Ghanaians are watching you. You need to be careful. Say Monday lawyer we kopio na judge kasa amajatum for wasempako also onye lawyer bi ma enko sata asem fofora Ghana for be punish mo NDC for. Meaning say President John Dramani Mama they have actually come and what accept almost say what on a judge in the bekasa. Because yentimi near sem over 7 months. Na akabe 3 weeks I would judge court judgment. Na lawyer ba say me judge me ntimi nyane lawyer bim. Then he appoints a new lawyer. Then the whole thing starts afresh. It doesn't work like that in any civilized society. It doesn't work like that. Na Ghana fo nyina ehwemo. So man ye careful. E was answer we hu a. The way a Ghana for be punish NDC for no. It will take people by surprise. But I am happy say and then Attorney General so I objected to lawyer we say asema wakano and that is what is on our screen here. And the date is 12th of June yeah. And Attorney General and so I court to say there be and seven lawyer ne kano or being one on tiasie my main can be enchiro. The Republic versus Bernard Antwi first accused, Kwame Antwi at large, and Akonta Mining Company Limited third accused. Notice of preliminary legal objections to motions on notice for leave to withdraw legal services. Attorney General Brofa or the court no ebina meka no. Take note that the Republic shall, on the grounds stated herein, raise a preliminary legal objection to the motion on notice for leave to withdraw legal services dated June 9th, 2026. Grounds of objection: jurisdiction and then capacity. The Attorney General so person can say lawyer now oba be gina ho enne say oba be twe ne ho afirim na Attorney General say da bi on tiase e say mere na adu no grounds the jurisdiction kura na wo lawyer ni wakotena ba bi a wo kan sensem no it make sense. Any capacity kura wo ya ka asem na wi aduru the die minute e be di asem na wi obagina say and a judge da bi e fra judge fra da bi a court and da bi a yes dey say na wo judge kwesi every day no court. Chama Wontumi say wo lawyer we every day abako court bi no be gina bonten why your celebrity lawyer mob abete wonka wo ene wo be ka asem e kire Ghana for say na dey according to lawyer anoche no was it judge lawyer we can bit much for contempt of court if I tell you
Kwabana say na ebia court no so betimi aka say there be yampene ma wonyi wo mfiri mu say lawyer ni wasemi mu typical example former attorney general Yera Godfrey Dame yenya ne tie say ono so e the same process equal Supreme Court say ma me get to talk no asem no oba so oyi ne ho mfiri mu as lawyer ni Supreme Court say there be ya ma nyi ho mfiri mu e de enti anaka me na me ho na say mesimi ni asem ni biemu a e de enti na court be ka say wo mpene
yo ano so me da sepa ne tie no say ya na a lawyer for no you be a need to go normal biso. Okay. To say be a what would be as a medium. Now, what your class had the notice of withdrawal. Not just after that, the court in Sanya Cape. Not just say, where you cry when you are buying the Asimbia. And then the court to not insist to say, since it's a wood in the panel at the no Abba court. Now, would you call a buying in Cratasso? Now, lawyer Jumano Sakwe, the doctor, and any patient, Yarifo, Pepe. Yeah, now, doctor, no, the 2 million was saying Yarifo. And if you have a doctor, you know what Yarifo do, and Pepens would be. Now, so what you went free Yarifo, no, a better, so what make reasons. Now, a boy, the Pafo for our Baba Twa, a Yarisha, no. Okay. And in the same way, no, a judge for another court and so did he say, young Penema won't fall letter, man, I won't show won't go, baby. For motion fabra, motion means motion on notice. Just say we be notify the other side. Now we don't watch your man so no. Now the work at the apark or down court. Now what's your brand? What be Gina court? No what the reason contra move free. Be a net yet our client. No fan who dear so. Okay. Been so a net ya court fan who dear. Been so a net ya wow fan who dear. So just say a what I must say I should change you or what. Yet the amount is only to me what will be a suburumo now. Won't be an American say, which are 100,000 with ya. emu be 80% ana wotua nyina wo so wo jai case no enti say ye huni ehun say no say sika na wotua no be denya sika foforo de ama lawyer foforo enti nna no so wo pese wo jai case ya wo be file motion e wo court motion on notice for leave to withdraw from the case ya bro for no that leave means to me a court no and permission a court be ma wo free case no mo enu nti na Godwin Godfred Odamedia no court na anya ntu what the letter hunu an na de koi na court na say nyese bia jai na wuntumi nyai wona obi na nam te say coach na coach team then na si ukwan say enya say wutumi jai yi the match na chidie na mom fakata ye motion on notice fabra na hu say a constitute breach of contract a wutieti our client na fa ahudie so na say we reason na enti wudi jai no enti asle wom enu bi na Godfred wanya enti refuse na nyese dia wudi to me say ade a wo pen chinchina ya so koye daddy
okay lawyer mama for we ensem wa ha say enu a lawyer and apia kubi me say o ka say asasem no on pese o pese oyi ne hu frim ansa na July 3rd ruling na ba na che say ba bia ready asem no ka ruling ne yadru si na wo si wo yu hu frim na wo tie commentary a na all ma asa no pese o man look like on trusted judge no and akwai amode client no fa so no ono ohu ni say enye fair lawyer ni a wa fa case mo do sa stage na wo de kata akwase wo yu hu afrim na wakwatena radio and asa TV so na wo ma sa commentary no I mean legally no correct does it mean say onim the ruling ne be ya na
but especially something can we ya na wo comment on it and na court for no fi say wo court na ni bitia because you see say wo jai na wo to obo a wo jai no so court na nsia wo say be kan reason e kire no especially criminal cases ni dey wo jai are very easy the entire is a civil case there Wontumi court case no mo wa bra court ni enimo say wa file nkrata say wona wo eye manso a ankorankora action na mom eye manso a edin that's a republic that is of mine and then edition be twa manso na the lawyer ni wotumi po me na otia no we jai no anya ye na ni chan dey passion na ni bi no nyina achi no eye kwa that civil case or criminal case no asam yankan wie na ukogina ba biara na wo passe comment bia etia judge na fa hudie so titi to me ana kwan ofa so ye na dwuma no a ene de court wo to me so cited for contempt
okay
all right enti se watie lawyer anochi ya o se that dia lawyer we akotena obi show so aye no ye betimi cite no for contempt of court esan se untimi nkotena radio so enko super judge en swear say what dey so be your bone a ubeye ne bi atuaka ebisa say hwan na ye ne bone wa hanzo a also the untimi nkana mum ehye utim. It doesn't work like that in modern society. Sometimes no nema ne bi wo ha ye kan abusuafo mama ya hwani ya ye de Ghana na ye de kakra kasa abamya na yan kasa no ye say man no America one or two messages bia aba na ye ntoa so. Sir Max say lawyer Andy appear could be is a disgrace to the law profession. Washeda no yes no. Me de obe call the actual reason. I'm one who say NPP from panyi for nankasa kwase enje sa lawyer we ndi. Ha. Inti me de obe komne wo adwuma ye pa chale e bo adwuma ni gidi style bi abi. Mental freedom say amenye ni say na me hu mental freedom message yi. Na me kind yi ma mental. Whilst and the appear could be claimed the hearing is very rapid. We also think its cases are crawling to our liking. Yeah, sometimes a lot of Ghanaians were complaining. Say, "As a chairman, Wontumi asem na ye kano na e slow kakra. Sana Ghana for dodo na enwe." But I am surprised. Say lawyer no, ako court all this while. What time was celebrity lawyer? Oba no be my commentary. Then when it goes to the baby yes ye can asem na. No be jina be catch this asem no contempt do. Asemo. President Cook, meanwhile, I'm not happy. I'm not hearing any more high-profile cases being also tied to the courts, considering the sheer number of crooks and thieves identified by ORA. Now, say they do start and NPP before you never no. President Cook, as well okay, they do what NPP before no. Omunyi na be good because say baby I can't do kind of lawyer we say eh too quick then and they say next month we do because jina quarter. Now you dey assembly we the following month and never can. My brother, at this point, GH Blood in the by, the judge will have no choice but allow and the appeal could be to withdraw from the case in order to avoid future problem for the case. Oma otia senso pa. Meaning say the new lawyer now bebano is going to start the case afresh because they know what to say case in no way, which in any way is going to delay the process in our because on the third year you did no. Criminals of the same federation they fly together. Christian and the buy. Sa no matenti no lawyer da am the appear could be to send ya lawyer Malabai can washeda and yes animano. Washeda, Sir Max, we have a code there. Washeda pa na yes animano. Because who full argument in here who say nemo mu ye ni nyina e boapaye e no mode ye. Aha. Because after Yamaki denigrated a judge and nothing has happened to him, that is why Apia Kubi is doing same with the Wontumi case hearing. Don't mind them. Mama said that. So we are. I don't know. So Chama Wontumi obeji adena na waje ntem. Because some we Chama we here there Ghana for best sorry waha.
Minya Ghana ni bio. Because they said the one we never be president inti. Minya Ghana ni bio. Ghana for mu sorry yo. Ghana for mu sorry yo. Abi before you na mu sorry yo. Abi before you na mu sorry. Inti
Chama Wontumi tia o tia we MP before the person. Omo the blade and dam. Na fe de omodi ku nsem no at a point. But anyway, young cause because you nyuma bebra ye ba be ye ne. Unim se Chama Wontumi tia o tia na Ghana for Montero na emunti and before me say you know san se bonya no. One ne lawyer sa jandam we mu play no omo start ye enyende. Na me be kire o niema bi. Abra ye chi Chama Wontumi for the first time no something actually happened. Emma lawyer NPP lawyer IFN Gary ni makon ebe catch the Ghana for say no lawyer and appear could be on Gini ni wan kra. Also on trust and kete kra and on Ghana web and the buy. I've done a lot of research about how lawyer we say. Also what blocking lawyer no kra. Also what blocking no. Na lawyer we say we Gini dia enyeye enyame na make o. NPP party nankasa legal person or no more if any Gary ni makon e de kan e. Na nsem no koso ama one NPP ma if any PK sapon. Ebisa say enti lawyer Gary ni and the appear could be person chere say one Gary ni makon o man nim komo e wo Chama Wontumi nsem no ho ana ase den ba wo bebisa say edin e ne koso tie Gary ni makon nsem bia e koso abra ye chi Chama Wontumi first no ye chi Chama Wontumi eto police cells ne bail conditions no Chama Wontumi entimi emmeti e no hye ho and then NPP for nyina ya say what is happening because lawyer and the appear could be Una represented Chama Wontumi. Ba wa mani panaka ya mani bail Chama Wontumi ntimi meeti. Ada inti na wama yanko court. Enko file case and I say yam very they say Chama Wontumi bail condition na ye dia mano no. By that time na lawyer we say no twetwetwe ho kakra. So what adia lawyer Gary Nimakon and say lawyer Gary Nimakon e court document me that so no. Eko file motion say yam very Chama Wontumi bail condition e damana no because ontimi emmeti no ya de we no ena lawyer ndi apia kubi ebufu ye say adenti no na represent Chama Wontumi na Gary Nimakon akwa file this particular motion e wo court ena Gary Nimakon so say dabi eye Chama Wontumi yire ene ne nkwala de ba me say the way I watch lawyer we u delay case no omukro modwe ho monte ase because they don't even understand that the crowd wo ye adenti ya chi obi ato ho na nipa na wama ne da ho sa wo say ntimi very ade no ntimi de makoye na eho ena lawyer we say and appear kubi e twabo lawyer Gary Nimakon edo twabo Gary Nimakon no Gary Nimakon so responser or the man this particular lawyer no anyway me ba bo e de a kire wo tie ni ye because Gary Nimakon granted 2 different interviews e kire nsem no mu e kire say lawyer we FN and appear kubi o gini dia enye ye na mpo ohun ade crop in Chama Wontumi akofan as a lawyer tie lawyer Gary Nimakon
omunya no mrafi
but lawyer when him say possible say appear Kubi Andy might have the same understanding of the law said you watch it but the bail condition umiti we are Iyoko would have to agree and accept say okay when meet your journey pan say uncle if Iyoko said there is an application ain't I don't want to make any other move appear Kubi what can he do
because you cannot say that because that will be illegal. That is not a law. And you should point to them and say that's not a law. The law is to file variation. You cannot say variation now. Why you know? everything won't continue on your juma because there was no bar, so they can't do their work. Financial application, again, injunction application.
Yes.
What do I say?
Yes.
Again, injunction application. Say, yeah, we know juma. That be. I just said, yeah, the court say, court way. The power show. She carried to chairman, so no, I don't so no. It's a power show intervening. That is my eye. Not let me activity conditions in the MP. I said, I don't want to say, will be activity conditions in my eye. Why don't we sign and just go? Why don't we sign and just go? There's something now in the public kind of, you should have interrogated the matter further. So, did you meet the condition?
Mm-hmm.
If you did, what were the conditions set? 50 million to be justified.
Yes.
If you met it, why did you just go ahead to sign it since you have met it already? At 8 p.m. no, were the documents verified by Lands Commission? And who are Lands Commission were working at 8 p.m.?
Mm-hmm.
Let's ask questions. Now, you just don't throw it in the air, say, Obi Akofal variation, the process has been frustrated. And so, therefore, I don't know, it's very executive bond. No. That is very disingenuous.
The impression was created, say, from the UK, but for the variation application, no, Anka Friday, no,
which representation to me, no, is very unfair. Because Obi, listen to the fact of the media way. Say Friday, then you made 8 p.m. no. Where Lands Commission working at 8 p.m. to have verified the documentation, to have gone around all the properties to verify them as to where they are and to value them to say, wait, it made a threshold of 50 million. Eh? How do you throw this in the air to call the succession of people who are genuinely helping? How do you do this? It's not right. It's not right. It's not fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair. And somebody has spoken to you and discussed the matter with you prior to filing and told you, say, we are going to file because the woman is there. Saying, and I know saying final. We say, I don't know where no.
After sa interview now, make the representations I will say here unfair. No, we assigned what minute in Comobio.
I'm blocking number. I'm blocking number.
What block it and the appear could be number.
My blocking number. And I know saying final. We say, I don't know where no.
After sa interview now, make the representations I will say here unfair. No, we assigned what minute in Comobio.
I'm blocking number. I'm blocking number.
What block it and the appear could be number.
My blocking number.
And
I say, Obi. Sebe. If I can't have meeting with you in confidence,
yeah.
Let's say what yes I do want here. I will not talk to you again. So I'll block his number. I'll block his number. Now there's another interview, Andy. I sent to you. So it's done on Joy News.
Yes.
You will realize he himself said that he has filed a validation application.
In the interview, okay, that's the probe interview and run.
No. There's another interview that he did on the Friday.
Oh, he did on the Friday. Oh, okay.
Around 3:40.
Okay.
On Joy News.
Ah.
Who the my friend is Dominic.
Yeah, we're forward the mame.
Who the bo? No chief unyanti. Bob, we don't be a bo. Oh, someone can you want to credit the kakra. You don't do that. And 2 people another bus. You don't do that. The bumpire as a chairman will be pine. When be also pine. That's a father because
this is NPP's lawyer Gary Nimakon. Also, what blocking lawyer and the appear could be because lawyer and the appear could be and you're correct in Sebio can be a Uhuasama Walker. And lawyer and the appear could be started as in a check. Emma NPP penny for who say, now they are dinner lawyer away. I call way so a lawyer papa de. Now when him says I'm to call when he started here no, and a lawyer and the appear could be so here and I say, Obeba me Magari ni makoni or more kase on your lawyer papa no or more reply. It says or no call law school at check unimadia or ye. Inti yenya man no fighting kopim se chama unti be any freedom. On the can you teens more.
mate diaba ne de na kyese ne tofa bomu ano na baby ye pese ye bisa ho asem application a mo file ye yera gari ni mako file ye e wo high court a ho sem ko ye bebre wonsem bi a wo kan ye no yera gari e wo ye de wo ho to the extent say wo so wankasa kwa wa block your number isan sa wonya no kwafo de na aka fasa asem no ho
maybe the bunny mistake to begin with now maybe I've been captured and he knows it. So I didn't mean Kasa, and I near my say, Nino and Kasa on it. The woman say, in the morning he called me to find out what had happened, and I told him what I had done. Now, I never knew, I never heard say, he had taken instructions from anybody for which reason he was going to file anything. Me, I don't lie. He knows it. And he didn't call me. He did not tell me. I think what he say, processor. Now you prepare, say, you prepare. Now, you create documents, you say, Beba, say, Manti. You create initiative, baby. You did. Application, and I'm going to advertise all that in the subsequent days. So, we had even filed an application but had not concluded because we were expecting the document to come. And this one, he will come again and make noise. I don't mind him. I will bring the documents and explain and show what he had done. If I knew he had filed something, why would I have done it in duplication? In any case, not till some more account, the all capable, but the facts are facts. May the practice, and I'm senior to him. I saw to the boss. No, okay, so be okay. University of Ghana, in a quiet. I can publicly advertise my results and let him come and also advertise his results and let me. You've been challenging my academic credential. Unfortunately. Now, the biblical quotation, I find it in Proverbs 4:7. And it says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all that get understanding. Understand it before you open your mouth. At the end of the day, it is the results that we require. The law is the text, the spirit. The text only the character. The spirit being answered to and to be part of. Now, results are dependent on the input. And it Mr. Pa says, he cannot challenge me in any way. Mr. Even the academic results are in a one. You can go for it. I was the next.
You can't say, lawyer needs on the academic results and all the DSM ever court. Until ne o client tia o client no soon and obesu na ted no so court about for we gari botoma ye be DSM no. There is no way a Ghanaian ni bi abetia say yenko tene baabi na ma yenko ba te say chama Wontumi ene ne lawyer for we draw the case in the afide asem no kwa ne yenya ndi attorney general ase yenka nchiro say asem no de o mo court about for ma asem no ye be di. It was so objective to totally say asem no yensan kwasha ase na lawyer na ka so otwe no kora court no enko so nye na djuma isan say as a legal person there wo every right to say we ja asem no di but who ja e dey asem no di ye di ko ye nko start bibia na NDC paying for this is a test case for NDC for so ya nhwe niema we yie na ye match ma Wontumi mo e play krokro de djon ye ko hu president ye ko hu lordina mama ye ko hu we na say game we pascal ye nkasa bi mo ye pascal I mean That is the end. Me more wa frame NDC ni bisa me NDC question kura me ma answer. Is answer that time me who say your politicians ni no sebe omon kan kware. Because the country no and omo goro na atopre. And this a mon pesa tima mu ni bi benya sa idea and say mo the country no butcher scale dia. Mamo macha ma Wontumi mu emme dada mo emme famo no mum enchire mo ade amamonye. That is a very, very simple thing. You be opportunity you bet me catch NDC for company for. Se mutia, muntie ni ye muntie nso dia e mo amasem. Because ye ate say NPP for so mo ba be hu the president. And pass ye be hu president o sa de chi na that ni na say judge bia be ka say o na chama Wontumi asem no kwa no ye nko start na foforo na se for amasa. Ene mo na be ma de o. Efiri we kwa de mesro o we show we a mo amasem o ma ye nkasi bi anchire mo. But your WhatsApp line +35846537264 Enti edu ho a enye yasem eyo mo ankasa o masem ye de sa na ebeka. Enti I'm telling you say Chama Wontumi lawyer way this is the second occasion watwene ho afri lawyer and say lawyer adwuma no ho. Na say na mental free do bisa ye no. O se watwe ho afri samra boy nsem ho. Mi wa nsem aka no so de a o se mi wom. Enye lawyer way anka me nti bi da. Se matwe me ho afiri client yinsem ho nsem na ba akwa na mienu bi de matwe me ho afiri ho but plea bargain ne de me wom plea bargain so atone je na mo hwe ne yie ma mo accept plea bargain bia mo ni asem na asem nko ma mo tie plea bargain bia because Chama Wontumi mo no say na lawyer mal ba kan e beton say mo de mo kwhye to abi mo mo pet time abiti mo ma mo ntia se mo tia se a it will go against you people and that is the gospel truth oma yenko ye ne mabusuya I mean, kind 1 or 2 messages na yenko yenim. Psalm 60:2. Charlie, we have work there. Japan, well, I think so. If NDC plays with some cases, you almost say sini. What they jamo? More fans seem to be near Agoro. More be dear Agoro. Almost say sini no. So almost say every sini no. Because omo krofo we planet a party no. And on person omo the neighbor from say boom. Omo planet. Every single strategy be omo plan bia no NDC party no more years on person never form and they seems to be succeeding. It is a way NDC na say wo better now say growth way entrance in play was I game no there e mo amasem na no musa dan kwa de a new recent poll by in Ashanti region NDC form and so what you say you are not disturbed by those kind of things that is how we think. But that is sometimes we need to tell NDC for the truth because about when they call ya more when no mama nyam what to say sebe mo na efe and a Ghana for eto about them you people gave Ghanaians some promise. That is why Ghana for here one say okay based on these promises in yen to about NDC na yen hwe ne a ebeye na se mo didi agoro de a ene yam amasem Chama Wontumi bompa ye na yenko yenim
bompa ye wo Hebrew mu Shamak Israel Yehovah Elahenu Yehovah Ekat we ahata et Yehovah Elohika bika luvika uvika navashika uvika miyopika tode yasach me da se Chama Wontumi edem pa ya aboso nti ene ye hwe Monday say court ne beka ye we are on the 3rd so ye hwe judgment a ebeba if you work on any be hu ne ebeye me pa also open anything to do with website design na just contact me will team a ebetimi abo adwuma no e de ama kama pa sa so na wo nursing school na wo pese course na wo ye no pass na kama visit this particular website www.nurseprepghana.online for nursing students in Kwa ebebo am pass NMC exams no very, very, very well.